Hello everyone, welcome to Team Fortress Lessons number 19 with me, Atomsk. Let me turn off my speakers so when we eventually get to the TF2 it won't be coming through my mic out of my speakers. We just got done looking at how one reads advantages in a game of TF2. And now we're going to try and apply it, I suppose, to a demo file. I've chosen to watch a demo of Senor Banny from the playoffs this last weekend. I'm just so tired and bored with myself. I'm such a boring streamer. Okay, so here are the statistics. Let me zoom in actually, just a little bit, and look at what Banny was able to do this weekend on process. He got the most frags in the game and the most dominations. And when we look at him, he didn't have the most points by much, but by far he had the most damage. It was a 5-0 roll. I know, I'm being... Anarchist says, I've enjoyed the stream. It sticks out his tongue. I know, I'm being facetiously degrading. He got over 9,000 damage, and nobody on the other team even broke 6, and nobody on his own team broke 6. So he was well over 3k over the enemy, or everyone else in the game. So that's pretty good. That's maybe not Banny good, but it's good. So I already have TF2 started up here. So let me go into the demo UI. Upper bracket, Series 1, Round 1, process, HRV versus Chess Club, Banny. That should be it. Let me come back to the camera. You'll be happy to note that I got myself a nice big bottle of water to drink to recover from that last lesson, which, if you're watching on YouTube, was filmed directly prior to this one, so we're doing a double today. I think that's it. One thing to note is that I've lowered the quality of the videos I'm making because my internet is so terrible that I can't even begin to stream anything that looks or sounds good. And if I try to play while I stream, it would just be the absolute worst. I would have like 200 to 300 ping at least. Let me pause the game. So that's why you won't be seeing me play on stream at all. But the reason I can do this is because it's not online. Like, I can watch demos and it's not online at all. It doesn't use any internet. So the only internet I'm doing is the actual stream from my screen to yours. So that explains that. Oh, also, the reason I brought that up is because if there's any stuttering in the video, let me know. There won't be any on YouTube because the VOD is unaffected by that, by my internet. But I apologize in advance to anybody that experiences the stutter on the stream, and I can try to lower the quality further if it's still doing that. Anyway, so let's get started. Let's get into this game. Let me find the Banny cam first of all. There he is. And I'm going to be eating my dinner while we do this. Gets that fast rollout. And I forgot to exec my spectator config, but we can do that in a sec. So he manages to pick a scout with that early, trap on the sewer, or IT. So they've got, they had a big advantage in numbers, but Sizer went in alone. Is Banny back up? There he is. Oh, and they managed to get the med. So now they have 100% advantage and probably terrific positioning. Well, no, I thought some of them would be on second now, but I guess not. Well, playing it safe never killed nobody. Not in TF2 anyway. Not that I know of. I'm probably wrong. But yeah, every second that they wait here, they're just going to be closing the gap of Uber advantage. Oh, it's crits. I did not see that. Well, now they know that... Okay, at this point they know... Okay, let me stop here for a second. They knew that the chess club had Uber advantage, but they were 2 down. As you can see, they still are. So what they wanted to do was go pressure their numbers advantage before the chess club's Uber could come into play. But unfortunately, as you can see, Shade died to a sticky trap, so that didn't quite happen. But I will take this opportunity to A, exec my spectator config, and B, check to make sure my stream is actually going, because I don't know. Okay, it is. That's good. That's good. Sorry if the sound of me eating is disgusting. So, oh, excellent force. So, right there, they used their positioning to be very, very far away from the Uber. Thank you, Tiger. To be very far away from the Uber. And they managed to get a force out without losing anybody, it looks like. So now Uber advantage is going to swing back in High Roller's favor. They just lost their roamer. Oh, but so did the other team, so it's 5v5. That's good. Alright. So they have about 12 seconds to kill their medic before their Uber advantage comes up. And there it is. They managed to pop. But they did so at last. So what HRG just did right there was they traded Uber and numbers, actually, for position. And now they hold these doors. And they managed to get the force out rather early out of Chess Club. So Uber is going to be about equal. So they managed to turn that Uber advantage into, they exchanged it, they purchased positioning with it. And they didn't even have to give up Uber advantage. It's tied now, basically. So that's a very good transaction. Very smart. Yeah, you can see how far back they're playing, though, because theoretically, Chess Club should have had an advantage. Now they're going to be a little more aggressive. Checking for the trap this time. Very good. Ooh, sniper. Well, they got a pick. So they have a numbers advantage. So they're going to push now with equal Ubers. Looks like they are. Oh, I remember this push. So, what I would say is that High Rollers didn't really take positioning off of that Uber. They didn't use it to get anybody up in the rafters, and I don't know why I'm on this guy's crotch, but they didn't use it to get anybody on the rafters. Banny had sticks on point, but nobody pressured point. Like, if that's a great place for a demo to be, just back in that corner. Like, if he's got stickies on here, if anybody touches the point, like a scout, somebody has to jump onto the point and stop him, and they're a free pick to the stickies. But it looked like everybody was going for frags, and that's not how you want to push this last. You play point on this last. Another fast rollout. I mean, obviously they won. Ooh, that sucks. But I think it could have been a lot cleaner. Ulti duo! Apparently, Fragile and Seagull just wanted to run. They didn't want that fight. That's too bad.
Time has been added.
I know, right? I was disappointed too. I'll tell you guys, I haven't watched much of this, these games yet. I've like looked at the ESCA stats, and that's about it. I was busy this weekend when they had they were playing it. Wow, the pipes. Oof, that sucks. So, Chess Club kind of pushed into bad positioning, and that's sort of what'll happen most of the time if you push Uber v Uber, and you just don't have the advantage. Because not only, well, look at this, not only did they get way more frags than Chess Club, but their spawns are closer. The point, with spawn times considered, the point is like equidistant from the forward respawn for HRG and the spawn. But if they're dying over here, HRG spawn is a lot closer with times considered. That's how forward spawns work. They favor the defending player. Or defending team, rather. And, of course, you know, their medic didn't go down, so now they have Uber advantage, too. They're already down a bunch. Somebody needs to start pressuring the point. They can't all be... Oh. Ooh. Oh, so many pipes. Very good, very good. Ugh, I wish I could hit that rollout. So he's trapping out IT again. Oh, he just wants to put damage on a demo. So they're getting really aggressive on these two picks. And you'll notice nobody is capping. For some reason they just want to wipe... Oh, sick. There we go, now a scout's capping. I wouldn't really... I wouldn't even consider it my job to take care of that soldier. Like, I would have been trying to lock down these forward doors, keep them at last. I would say that's why they can't just push right now, because they don't... They have to wait for respawns because of that. They were letting people in. Oh. See, there you go. That's an example of the trade I was talking about, where you trade basically that soldier who really ought to be dying any time now. There we go. Traded, you know, soldier for Uber advantage. They got the force out, and now look at the Ubers. And they can try and push off that while it's 5v6, but... Well, let's see if that's what they try to do. Seagull is a really good soldier. They're kind of hurt for not having him out on the field. But it looks... Did I hear a sentry? Yeah, I did. They're not going to be able to push that without Uber. So let's speed ahead to the Uber. Oh, Shade gets body shot. That sucks. And you'll see immediately he's backing up. Uber charge down, like they're gonna have to. What happened to Fragile? Why has he not been building? Like they're expecting the push out any second, but they're not even close to Uber. How did that happen? Oh, here they come anyway. I mean, this is such a simple thing to be, oh, well, we don't have a medic. We're going to hold really far back, but... You'll notice, I bet if you were in the mumble at the time, nobody would have even had to have said a word about that. Like, everyone was just like, ah, shit, our medic. And then they just walked back. I would say that a lot of them, aside from Banny, are just too close. But they did have to get the force out. And they got 2 frags anyway. That's terrible push out from Chess Club. They just gave up Uber advantage and numbers. That must have been something went wrong there for them. Well, this should be a free last. They have numbers and Uber. Oof. Ah! That soldier went flying. Well, they just need to clean up. See, nobody's pressuring the point again. I mean, it's kind of true that, like, you ought to kill your enemies before you try to take their point, but... I mean, they were already, like, 3 up. They could have just, like, had a scout dancing on it. They would have been able to take the point without even, risking losing anything. Wow. They haven't started yet, right? There we go. Match is live. Second half, it's 3-0. Alright, we got 2 more rounds of this. Oh, no surf, Banny. What the heck? There's that one. Oh! Oh! Oh, what a pipe. They actually have an Uber disadvantage. Oh, never mind. Shade just went down anyway. So you'll notice that it's 3v2, but they have Uber. I'm surprised they're not sacking people to get this, but I guess they... Yeah, they're just going to try and hold a positional advantage. Oh, that's dirty. I've never even seen that before. What? What are you lolling at me for? So let's see how they decide to hold this last, knowing that the enemy has 100% Uber. Okay.
The control point is being captured.
So that's an easy escape route, but it's not an easy way to push back in. Yeah, so they're gonna rotate around. Yeah, that makes sense.
Time has been added.
Ooh, I wonder if we're gonna get to see one of those big or good back and forths, like continuously taking mid away from each other with Uber advantage. Probably not, though. Alright, there it is. They need to move. Looks like they're pushing IT without Banny. Yep. So they're just gonna... Oh, they let them get it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Did they call their pushback? Yeah, they did. Okay. So... That's interesting. I wonder why they wanted to do that. Well, pushing mid is pretty difficult. So I guess their plan now is to get the force out early out of the enemy team and then milk their Uber until... Oh, no. Their demo went down to 6, and that's... The damage call signified that push. Oh, and there's the force. They had to. That is exactly what I was talking about in the lesson. Oh, oh, that was a dirty stick. Oh, the vigilance checking all those corners. That's crazy. So yeah, what we were talking about earlier was they were just holding on second, holding and holding, and then through like an act of teamwork, they got Pure down to like single-digit health, and they were like, "All right, well, demo's lit up." They had no numbers advantage, but they just pushed into them. They got a pick and forced the Uber, and they just backed up once they got the Uber. They didn't have to risk anybody getting the force out because they were so lit. All they had to do was continue to press the issue a little bit. And then their Uber was basically used just to keep their team alive, which is not what you want to do with your Ubers. You want to always try and use Ubers aggressively. Even if that means letting them onto your point like they did earlier. Like playing back and letting them get in too deep. That's still an aggressive use. You're using it to kill all of them, not to stay alive.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
So Banny knows that they're 2 down now. Yep, and he's just gonna hold back.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
See how important that numbers advantage was, though? 4v6? They had Uber, but they couldn't even begin to contest mid. They had to give it up. And now they can hold second with the respawns. Banny's just watching this trap. Oh, there you go. Free kill. Oh, that's so great. And see, now they're going to push off that numbers advantage. Oh, there it is. And it swings wildly in their favor. All because they were down 1, and it just started to cascade. They were down 1, so they lost another one. And it looked like it was 5v6, but one of those players was actually a respawn. And then suddenly it was almost a wipe. Oh, and sticking the forward. Oh, that was so nasty. Oh goodness, my chair. So, do they want to push with numbers? Like while they still have numbers, or wait for this Uber? Because the Uber and the numbers are going to come into play at about the same time. Yeah, it looks like they waited for the Uber. That's pretty much like the safe play. Whoa, did that soldier just disappear? What the heck? Yeah, that's a scout on you. There you go, now we're playing the point. Oh, that was a highly entertaining round for me. God damn, that rollout. 5 for 5, he said that. I love that he doesn't even, like, factor that health kit into his rollout, except for shooting at the soldier trying to take it. That's an instance of the meta of this map changing. Banny don't need cap points. So 5v5 with Uber. Looks like they're gonna aggress on this. Ooh. I guess this is sort of his default hold position. Like, that way if they push, he can get the force out early. but he's close enough that they can just aggress if they need to. Oh! 14 health on the medic. They have to pop. If they put any more pressure on the medic. I wonder if they know how lit he is. No, he just got a kit. That's too bad. Oh, are they coming in with it? Looks like they are. There's the pop, and Banny jumps away. He doesn't want any part of that Uber. Oh, the fadeaway pipe! Oh, he put out so much damage there. He put out, so damage. His team's gonna clean it up. It's just the medic. That is, ugh. Yeah, I know. I said it for you, Ats. Speed this up. Wow, the medic got out? Oh, equal Uber. I don't think that they were expecting the enemy team to have Uber since they pushed in there like that. Well, now they have a number advantage. A slight one, but is it enough? Focusing the heavy, that's good. Now they're in kind of deep here. Oh. You gotta shoot the Banny. Sticks on point. This is exactly how you play Demo Man at last. GG. Don't even go anywhere near the point. Well, I'm glad that I picked a quick one because I basically need to turn this off and go to class. Yeah, of course you're allowed to switch classes. Okay, so, guys, how many viewers do I have now? Probably like 6 still. 11. Oh my god, I broke 10 viewers. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, he top fragged. I do recommend a Roamer demo by tag. He top fragged. Oh, yeah. No. I have, based on the statistics on ESEA, I have every player I'm going to watch for each of those demos already planned out. So don't worry about that. I've got 2 tag-along demos, I believe. Right now I'm going to open it up to you guys for questions about the last one, about, you know, the transactions and all the resources and etc., and about the Banny demo. So any questions you guys want to ask, now's the time. And while you're doing that, I'm going to pull up the YouTube and look at old questions from that. And here you can see my stream. Harder. That's so good. Oh yeah, there's gonna be some Game Grumps to watch when I get home. Alright, let's start looking at these. I don't see any questions in the chat. If you guys don't have any questions, I'm going to be, like, actually upset. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm sorry about the alert video that I posted earlier, like letting you guys know when I was going to be streaming. I don't know why I didn't have sound. It just didn't. That's not a question, Tiger. Alright, so there's that. Any comments here? Oh, James Sunderland. Lots of what is about the silent video. Oh, I see. Ats is giving me more shit. Alright. On number 16, it looks like we had some questions. From 000 Monster Energy. Could you introduce some strategies / tips guides to maps in your Team Fortress Lessons series? Well, you guys asked before in the chat if I could start watching more of my own demos and talking about it because you guys wanted to get in my head and like how I make decisions in game. And that's fine. I guess that sort of answers your question because yeah, I mean I already do like map overviews like for my mentees and stuff. So there's that. What I do get better is do jumps. Jumps need a lot of work. Oh, this one of the spork lessons. That's silly. Let's see, were there any questions in number 17? No! Just somebody telling me that it should be lesson 17, which I already fixed. Great. Tiger Uppercut asks, when you are playing in the Highlander team, are you a roamer or pocket? Generally, I prefer to play roamer in Highlander because I understand that you need the players spread out across the map. Like, if you're holding this territory, there's generally 2 or 3 ways to get into that. And if you're playing pocket as soldier, somebody else needs to be watching a different doorway away from the medic. So you already have your heavy around the medic, generally in Highlander. You have the demo man around your medic, and you have your pyro around the medic a lot of the time. If you add soldier to that, including the medic, that's 5 people guarding one area. So you've got the scout and engineer and sniper and spy left. And none of them are particularly good at holding doorways. I mean, I guess sniper and scout kind of are. But generally speaking, you really need soldier like watching the flanks. It's because heavy can't roam. And pyro is kind of less useful roaming, in my opinion, especially without like support. And Demo Man, I mean, he can do anything, but he's generally more effective with the medic. So it usually falls to the soldier to be on doorways. The exception to that, I think, is in attack defense or certain like really stalematey situations. You might want to push with the combo, or you might want to lead a push with the combo, like jump through ahead of the push and just be crazy and draw a bunch of fire so that your combo can get in deeper without taking shots. Or if you're choosing to run a weird set like a banner play, you'd probably want to push with your combo because you want all of your players to take advantage of that or a buff effect. But I'd say about 95–98% of the time you should probably be running gunboats and roaming in Highlander. Alright, well I guess there are no other questions. I'll give you guys another minute or so, but if there's nothing else, I have to get going. Let's see. When are we gonna do this next? Yes, unfortunately, because of the nature of my classes, they're all in the evening. They don't offer these classes in the morning. Ask me because the class is so late. Not that you YouTube viewers would know when I'm doing this. You just watch it whenever you want. So I don't think I'm gonna have time for a lesson tomorrow. Probably the next one will be Friday. I'll make announcements and such about when. But tomorrow I've basically got a full day. I'm gonna wake up at 8 and probably be out of the house until 9 p.m. So I will see you guys then. At says that's when Poker Night 2 comes out. Friday shall be fun day. I didn't know that, but now I do. So I hope you guys learned something, and I will see you all next time. Yeah. Should I go back to music? Give you guys some outro music. Yeah, we'll just play some random song.